Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video and another unboxing and first impressions. Today we're unboxing a new model from Ocean Crawler. Now this is a US based brand that I've never featured on my channel, and this is the first time I'm featuring them, so I'm quite excited. They're on the pricier part of micro brand range, so they do cost slightly more than the ones we're usually used to. But as you can see, starting from the package, it is quite luxurious. It comes on it in the outer cardboard box, and then you have this almost like a leather looking box. It is soft and nice to the touch here as well. You open it like this, so this is actually a flip up, and then you open the box, and inside you get an additional rubber strap and the watch on bracelet. So let's take out the watch, remove the box because it's quite large, and take a closer look. Now this is, like I said, the Ocean Crawler, and this model is called Bolt, and this is actually one of the 3 limited editions they just launched. All 3 are done with a Meteorite dial. Each dial is going to be limited to only 33 pieces, so actually quite limited for a micro brand. This one is called Space Gold, and as you can see, it's a meteorite dial that's been colored with 18 karat gold. Then you have the Nebula, which is blue dial, and you have Lunar Impact or something like that, which is just plain meteorite dial. They haven't colored it, so you get the natural look of a meteorite. Now this particular meteorite has been dated to, I believe, 4.7 or even more billion years, so it's probably even older than the Earth itself. The watch itself is 42 millimeters in diameter and 50 millimeters lug to lug. I'll have the exact specs in the corner of the screen. But one thing that kind of worries me about these integrated bracelet watches is the angle at which the bracelet leaves the case. So even when the watch has a relatively short lug to lug, due to this, they can sometimes look funny on my wrist. So I will definitely be trying the rubber strap as well. Now, the one thing that really separates this from other similar micro brands, like this kind of reminds me of one of the Zelos I used to review, is just the simplicity of it. So it's a much simpler case, even though you still have that integrated bracelet sports watch finish, mixes with brushed surfaces, polished bevels and all that. And this one is quite thin. So despite being automatic, being 600 meters water resistant, it's just 12.3 millimeters thick, which means that it's thinner than my Submariner. And I always like a thin diver. Now the movement used is a Sellita SW200, but they claim on their website that not only has it been regulated, but they also guarantee the accuracy for the next 5 years. Sadly, I wasn't able to find what exact accuracy spec this is regulated to, but I will probably have that ready for the full review, because like I said, this is just the unboxing and first impressions. I will be doing a full review with macro shots and everything, and after I spend some time wearing the watch. The Sellita SW200, so it does come with hacking, hand winding. You have a date at 6 o'clock, and it beats at 28,800 BPH. The crown action is incredibly positive, very precise. Let's try to screw it in. Again, does it without any problems. You don't miss any of the threads. And believe it or not, despite having this bezel looking like the classical bezel on integrated bracelet sports watches, this one is actually a rotational bezel. So it does come with 120 clicks. It comes with a sapphire insert. The sapphire is used for the crystal as well, and it features anti-reflective coating. So let me just try this bezel, because as you can see, it's quite slim, and the angles, it kind of reminds me of the Omega Seamaster 300, and that one, even though this is even thinner, that one is quite difficult to grip and to turn. So let's try this one. Okay, these clicks are quite precise. The bezel is smooth. It actually hits the sweet spot that I like. Like, my Submariner is the benchmark of smoothness, but for me personally, it's just slightly too smooth. I like a bezel that's slightly tighter than the Submariner one, and this one is it. And not only that, even though it has the same like scalloping on the bezel like the Seamaster 300 or reminiscent of it, it actually has an incredible amount of grip, and I think it's down to these notches here. Incredible that those things can really, yes, it's definitely down to them. When I try it on these like smooth surfaces, it kind of slips just like the Omega that I remember, but when I grab where the notches are, there's no slip whatsoever. Okay, so this is definitely an excellent bezel design because it's not massive, it's actually thin, it blends in with the case, but you're not compromising the functionality. And look just how thin everything is. The bezel, the dial, all of a sudden the dial seems closer to the crystal because the bezel is so thin. Honestly, I really do like the proportions of this and the way it looks. Like I said, the only fear that I have is that this is gonna look too big on my wrist. Now, 42 by 50, it shouldn't, but because of this like arching of the bracelet, I don't know if it's gonna look okay. So that's probably the last thing that we're gonna do. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention these are priced at just under $1,300 in this pre-order phase. I don't know if that's gonna stay the retail price, but overall I really do like the concept. Like, it is similar to Z-Loss, but then again it's so different because of this thin bezel and much simpler lines. There aren't as many angles as you find on Z-Loss watches. The bracelet is solid links, solid end links, come with a machined clasp, and you get the quick release, not the quick release, but the on-the-fly adjustment. So everything you would expect from a modern micro brand. You have a closed case back with this beautiful engraving. Now we'll see more details of that when I do the full review. So overall, I really do like the watch. I do like the fact that it is thin. I can't wait to wear it, to put it on my wrist, and to do a full review. But for now, I'm just gonna strap it on my wrist to see how it looks. And we're gonna do a lume shot, and that's gonna be it for today. Now the watch hasn't been sized for my wrist, so I'm just gonna throw it on, close the bracelet, and see it. Okay, so like this, it's not too big for my 6.5-inch wrist, in case you're wondering how big. But as you can see, there is some gapping on this corner and this corner of the screen, but it's not too bad. I'll see when I size the bracelet whether it follows the contour of my wrist, because as you can see on the front it does, but it kind of sticks out on the back. But I think this is actually gonna look okay. Okay, so let's charge the watch for a few seconds, do a lume shot, and that's gonna be it for today. Okay, with the watch charged, let's zoom in, let the camera focus, and turn off the lights. And the lume is outstanding. So this is the C3, it's not the C1, it glows green. Some find it less premium than the blue glowing C1. But honestly, I always am a fan of C3 because when it comes to actual functionality, it just blows the floor with the C1. Oh my god, this, like, on camera it looks pretty good, but off camera, trust me, it looks even better. Okay, this is one of the best lumed watches I've reviewed so far. Anyway, so that's it when it comes to this unboxing and first impressions. Like I said, do stay tuned for the full review and do check out Ocean Crawler. I'll leave the link in the description. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.